this is Kachi and welcome to my channel. So as you can see by the title, I did a 3 weeks to America trip, and here I'm going to show you what I actually bought when I was there. So by doing so, I show you in each city what I actually bought. So if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe and become a catcher. But besides that, let's start the video. So that I actually bought like a whole basket full of clothes. Here's literally everything I bought, so it is quite a lot. First city that I bought some things, which was actually Atlantic City. So the first thing I bought wasn't really from a store, but more from like a touristic, shop where you can buy like clothes. They're standing outside and all that. Currently, I'm not that big of a fan of it anymore just because I bought it in a rush. That's this one here. It's basically a dress. It looks like nearly a skirt, but it's actually a dress. It also comes with a little belt around the hips, and it was like 25 euros, and it was on one of those outside stores on the pier. So here's the dress. I think just like that, it doesn't look that good as it's like a bit loose around here, even though there's a belt. It definitely looked much better on the mannequin than on me, but got it, so I'll show it to you. I then continued with shopping and found a really nice guest store in Atlantic City, and they were on sale, so I bought some things. And to start off with a really nice dress that I bought there, which is this one. It's black and white, and it's really bodycon, so really pretty, and it has gas all over it, and the fabric is like really stretchy, and wearing it is really comfortable as well. So I think $60, so around $60. Okay, so here's the dress, and I think it definitely looks much better than the first dress. It's very pretty and really bodycon with the gas all over it. I think it's quite stylish, so it's also quite comfortable as well. Next item that I bought from the guest store as well. Here we have a really nice coat, and you see that there's like fur on the top. Cool thing is that you can actually take them off because they're like little buttons, and you can just take that off, and it's otherwise also like a really pretty coat. It was on sale, still it was like $120 for Guess products. I think that's a really good price. It also comes with a belt as well, and the fabric is quite thick too. Let's see how it looks. So here's the coat. It's super fancy and pretty as all of it is quite white. It definitely keeps you warm too. It's also cool that you can, take it off and just have it like this if you want to. It is a bit like a lot around here. I still really like this kind of style. It gives me diva vibes. Yeah, it's a really nice coat for winter, definitely. Next item is still from Guess, obviously. It's a really nice top. It's this one, and the length of it is kind of like here, so you can see here now. It's really also a bit bodycon and really fitted, also quite stretchy, and it was I think around like $20 or $25. Really pretty. So this definitely is a really nice and fitted top. It is really flexible, so it cinches in really right at the hips, and it's also quite comfortable to wear. It's not that warm since it's not that thick of a fabric, and I do really like the color as well. I also bought a nice pair of shoes from Guess. This one you can see is like a really nice boot with a heel. I think it was like $80. It has a nice little Guess sign on the sides as well, and I really like the color. I haven't used them so far, but I tried them on and they're really comfortable as well and do look really feminine and pretty fancy, right? And the last item I bought from the Guess store is actually a nice accessory, and it's a nice little bag. Yeah, it has also like those little G's all over it, even on the white parts. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but I really liked it, and it was $70. I really like this one, and it's holiday, of course I'm buying it. I do also have one item left that I bought in Atlantic City, and I bought it in a store called Got the Look. And when I came in there, it was like so many pretty dresses and such fancy things that I was kind of overwhelmed and basically just bought one thing or one item, and that's a nice pair of shoes. Here are the shoes. These are also some really nice and fancy looking boots, and they come with a little pocket on the side as well, so that's really cute. High heels, so they're really comfortable to wear as well. I'm definitely in love with this one. Okay, let's come to the next city where we went. So that was basically New York City. The first item I bought from Zara. I bought these really nice pants. So as you can see, they have like a really fancy pattern and they're like bell bottoms, right? Bell bottoms. Sadly, because of COVID, I couldn't really try them on in the store because the fitting rooms were closed. But I tried them on afterwards and they were actually really perfect size. So I really like those pants and they were on sale for like $20. Aren't these pants pretty? I'm in love with the pattern and the color. They're really fancy and like I said, it's like really perfect fit, especially around the hips because usually at the back there's a lot of fabric, and I also like how it fits at the back. Definitely like this one. The rest of the items that I bought are actually from a store called Rainbow, which on the outside also was kind of a bit interesting looking with some fancy and unique dresses and all that. And I actually bought some stuff there, couldn't try them on at first too, but I'm still happy with how they came out, and I show you the first item. So that's this one. Here we have a sweater, and it is quite cool as it is off the shoulder and has those stripes, and in the middle you see it has like that knot effect, but I think you can also wear it this side if you want to as well. Quite cheap, so I think it was also like $15 or $20, definitely not much. So I personally really like cut a lot of space here. Actually, I didn't thought it was that much. So on the back there's definitely more, so it's also an idea to, you know, just flip the sides and wear it on your other side as well. So I think that's a good piece to compare with other items. Next item has a bit more glitter on it. Yeah, it's basically a little crop top. As you can see, it's sparkling a lot, and in the front it actually is like a bit loose, right? It's not like really tight fitted or anything, but it's more like loosely hanging. Thought actually that it might look a bit better, but I'm still happy with it though. And it also was like just $10, so that was quite okay. I mean, it's really sparkly and glittery. So I really like how this top has its color and, you know, it's sparkly and shiny, but I don't like that it's quite thick and loose here, but I can still kind of compare with in some outfits as well. Yeah, I definitely like how shiny it is and sparkling and all that. Next item that I have is a dress, and it was actually in I think like 3 or 4 different colors, and I bought it in a color that is basically a bit underrated, which is yellow. The base is basically quite simple as it's like a knitted yellow dress, but it's actually a two-piece, also like $25 so quite cheap. And now I show you the other half, which is one of those super crop sweaters. It's where it's like really there's nothing, like you see here's the top, it's missing, but they are really fancy here because they have like a little pattern, and I thought I need to get one of them, so here I got them. So I definitely would like to hear your thoughts on this one, as there's this high cropped or super cropped sweater on top. I also like that everything is like knit and keeps you still quite warm, but on the back it's actually a bit cold, as you know it is super cropped. But I still really like the sleeves, and I like that they have that pretty pattern on it as well. And the last item that I bought in New York, also still from their store called Rainbow, it's dungarees, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure. So I took green. They still have it in like red, green, blue, I don't know. But yeah, I really like this one, and it looks quite pretty and cute, and it was also just like I think $13 or $14, so quite cheap. Yep, I'm definitely a big fan of this one. It looks super cute, like really still feminine, but actually quite sweet. I think it's quite cute. The little pocket on top here, and yeah, really fancy. Now let's get to the next city where we also went a bit of shopping. So that was actually San Francisco. And there I first came across one of those Ross Dress for Less stores, which are basically awesome. Okay, let's start with the first piece that I got. It's basically a little bodysuit. So here I have the body. As you can tell, it's actually a bit sexy, or that's personally what I think. And it's also quite see-through in some parts, like here and on the sides. But I really like the design of it, and also the color, like this dark red is really pretty. I got it for like $13. Oh yeah, this one definitely looks quite sexy. As you know, it's quite thrilling too with the see-through part. I'm also wearing a bra underneath, even though you don't really have to do that, as it comes with like built-in pads. A nice piece to have in multiple outfits and styles. Next item, which I also bought at Dress for Less, was a pair of pants. Quite a fancy pair of pants. It's this pair of pants. Can you see the color theme? So it is like a military themed, you know, with the pattern orange and a bit of yellow and all that combined together. Is one of those clip belts that's actually a bit unusual. They were also not that much, also like around $20. So oh, I can't tell you how comfortable these pants are, and they're so pretty and chilled looking and give me some kind of army vibes, obviously. So really a nice pair of pants, and yeah, I will definitely wear them quite often. Next item is a skirt, still from Dress for Less, for like 15 euros, also not that much. Here's the skirt. So it's basically a little leather skirt, obviously not real leather. Fitted really well, and I thought I don't really have such a skirt in my collection, so I got it. Isn't that skirt gorgeous? I mean, look at the fit. It's so pretty and gorgeous, and I like that it's quite shiny as well. I think it's also quite nice that it comes with its own belt as well. And I like the folding parts down here. And the last item, which I bought from Dress for Less, is basically like a two-piece pants and top, so we go for that. The pants look like this. So you can see, okay, now on the camera it doesn't look that good actually, but in person they are quite shiny. Here's the top. It's more like a crop top jacket that it comes with, which is really fancy. I think I saw them in some movies too, but usually in that pink kind of look, but here I got it in like brown, as I thought. It also looks a bit interesting. Okay, I think now it definitely looks better when I have it on. I really like how shiny it is, and it's really comfortable as well. You know, it's quite loose, but that's how those sweatpants should look like. The top is actually cropped, but has like a longer part at the front, right? Like here. So that's also quite interesting.